Yeah, what the heck is Cat up to now? Well, it all starts with this guy. Fast Eddie, also known as Motojitsu. And this is what it looks like when Fast Eddie is giving a pre-ride briefing to all the other riders, just before we all got to take off on our day's adventure out at Apex Kart Racing in Perris, California. Yeah, I took my Harley out to this racetrack and spent a good 3, almost 4 hours getting instructions and guidance from some of the top riders here in Southern California. If somebody would have told me I would have been doing this a year ago, I would have seriously thought they'd had a bad dream, because I never in my wildest dreams imagined little old me to be with a bunch of guys like this out on a racetrack in the middle of the desert, and especially riding around on a Harley 1200. There's my first one by myself. No doubt about it, I was nervous. I was certainly out of my normal element, and I was also a little intimidated by the company that I was with. Most of these guys had been out to this track before, and not only that, I was surrounded by some really skilled riders. Freeze frame. Context. The guy on the left is Keith Culver of Yamaha Champions Riding School. The guy leaning over the rail, his name is Nate, also an instructor. And here we are getting play-by-play action of Greg killing the track early on in the day.
Go-karts, run the line, there's debris offline. Definitely
That's the worst
place to be.
Yeah, that's the worst one.
Because there's not enough straightaways. So unless you're at Daytona, never sit in the middle of the seat. Always have your butt off to the side that your next turn is going to be. Prepared. He's already got his butt stayed to the right. Comes out, gets butt to the left before turning the bike. Doesn't get upset. Down the straightaway, you still have his butt off in preparation. You get in the middle of the seat, then you wait till last second to move it over. The suspension gets wonky. Per hour.
Wow.
Not having your butt off ahead of time.
Wow.
But depending on the turn. Setting up wide, coming in. The faster you went, the more you would need to open that up to be able to go See his brake light? Let's see where he lets off the brake. Yep.
There.
He's already past tipping. That's the big thing here too. Every corner on this track that I can think of, except for maybe these two, you have to slow your mile an hour down to do the corner, right? You got to slow your mile an hour down to do the corner. You want to have some brakes on it. Keeps forward bias, makes the motorcycle turn better, keeps your contact bud. Slows down your mile an hour for the radius. And on this one here, I would probably have a tad brakes if I was going fast, but not all. Probably no brakes here. A tad there, just a touch. Hold a lot of brakes there, so he's trail braking until he gets direction. You saw his last video, right? Mm-hmm. You've heard it from Nick. That's where all that stuff comes from.
Well, bike and tires are effectively warmed up. Time to hit the speed. And now it's time for us to hit the track. Somehow this just does not compare And all day that I was out there on the track, the song from the Beach Boys, Little Old Lady from Pasadena, kept playing on a stinking loop in the back of my head. But no judging. I am a 16-month-old baby rider. And just like babies, they learn how to crawl, and they learn how to walk, and they learn how to run. Some of them may go straight from crawling to running. I am definitely learning to crawl and learning to walk, and then I will learn to run. And the rest of this video, you'll see it's really like a lesson in how often Kathy gets passed on the back stretch. But I'm out here and I'm trying. And there they go again. So Keith showed up in a trailer with 2 bikes, a dual sport and a dirt bike. And he warned everybody if he's on the dirt bike and he peels off into the center track where there's some dirt course, and he said, "Don't follow me." Don't worry, I didn't. That was me talking to myself about the chatter I get with my ABS. And that's Nate giving me instructions to get my body moved over. And all of this instruction and where I was at just got a little overwhelming here and there. And I would probably do maybe 3 to 5 circuits and then just get off and sit here. Literally. If you can hear that sigh.
I did my first wheelie completely
Whew. That's a great way to put it.
What'd you think?
I'm thinking.
Yeah?
This is a new bike for me.
That's Keith again, and I just have to say, what a nice guy. He had seen me do my first few laps around the track, and I'm not going any kind of ludicrous speed at all. I am very cautious. I was sure I was going to end up with multiple nicknames at the end of this, like Cautious Cat, the Snail, the Turtle, something, but nobody ever gave me any grief. And when I was talking to him about my ABS, he didn't even make any negative comments about me, my riding skills, the bike, nothing. He actually paid the Harley a compliment in its ABS system. And I explained to him where I was feeling it and what I was doing, and he offered to take the bike around for a couple of laps just to make sure it wasn't something with the brakes, because, you know, he just doesn't know the bike. So as you'll see here in a minute, Keith Culver hops on my Harley and he looks like a monkey on a football, as somebody once said to me, and off he goes to try out my Harley and my braking system, and what he comes back with is fabulous.
Be doing a 2-up ride.
Oh boy, I'm not gonna lie and say I did not put that off until the last minute. Guys were coming back from those rides and making comments about forgetting to wear their Depends, and I just was really going to almost avoid it, but I didn't.
There we go.
Alright, so tippy toes on the pegs. Hardcore. Now grab at least your hands. On the straightaways, you really got to hold on. While we're braking, your hands are going to be on the gas tank like you're doing a push-up. And once I turn the bike, hold back on again. If I'm going to the right, your chin is over my right shoulder. I'm going to the left, chin over my left shoulder. No matter what, just hold on.
was like, fuck, I'm gonna die. It's a great feeling. It's scary as hell. Oh, that straightaway is nuts, dude.
I don't think I breathed at all. Woo! Holy shit. Thank you.
It was going like 40%.
Oh my god.
Time for a little break. Here's some pictures of everybody else showing me how it's done. And then we got in position and watched Greg warm up the bike again and prepare to attempt personal best. Sorry about the wind in this one. I had taken my GoPro off and was using my camera to record this so we could post it. So video quality and the sound quality is not as great as I wish it could have been.
I like this. They're followed for couple classes. I got one. My rear's sticking out. Look at this side. Damn! 2 seconds I beat my time. What is it, 4 to 6 left? The other one better time.
Dude,
Yeah.
your wheel came off, man.
So
yeah,
it's time. Now it's my time to go back out.
Alex Gymkhana. Yes. This is Greg and another instructor. There goes Keith Culver, pro racer. And here goes Kat Harris, noob.
goal for the time that I was there was to absorb, watch, listen to what people were telling me, the advice that they were giving, and then get out there and do my best in practical applications. Watching these videos back again has to be similar to, you know, what sports teams do when they watch themselves, and you just go back and you critique your own footage. Like right here, this is an instructor, I believe his name is Mike, very skilled rider, and he's actually helping me track. You know, he's saying follow me, follow my lines, and we did a couple of laps, and by around the third lap he was giving me thumbs up on my line position. So it's my line position's good, my body position I felt was a little weak, and I'm still adjusting to the speed and power of this new motorcycle, along with some of the, you know, bells and whistles that it has. This bike has a very low clearance, so I scraped my pipes, I scraped my pegs. Those are very off-putting when it happens. Put you a little on edge when that does happen, and it's not something you want to do all the time. So I'm just going to learn, you know, at what point my body and my bike have to be in order to make good, consistent line selection and cornering. It's not about speed for me at all. It is all about just being consistent with my ride. So this day wrapped up, a few more laps, and then my ultimate goal, this was my ultimate goal, my next objective, I should say, was to get back on the bike, and instead of riding back home to San Diego, I rode northwest of where we were in Riverside over to Los Angeles to the San Fernando Valley, and surprised my parents by showing up at their house. And they'd never seen my motorcycle and hadn't really seen me riding it. So all in all, the track, hanging out with all these guys at the track, and then ending the day with a very successful ride up to LA and back, made it all worthwhile. And I will definitely do this track thing again. I don't know that I'd go by myself, but I'll definitely get a group of people and we'll head up there. So I hope you enjoyed this. Again, watching these, I can tell some improvement. I think some of my ordering of videos is a little out of sync, but towards the end there, you could tell I was getting up to speed in the back 40. I was still getting past like a crazy person, but I don't care. I'm out there. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So we'll wrap this one up, and who knows what I'm going to do next. But this was a great day, great weekend. Just another chapter in the book. Here we go in for the final my final pit stop before I head home. Thanks for watching, guys.
All those tight corners are a lot smoother.
Oh, thank you.
A lot smoother.
It felt better.
Because your eyes are moving. Instead of seeing this, because you're looking so far ahead that you don't know where you are and you got to make last second corrections. Now you know where you are, you know where you're going, know where you are, know where you're going, and the whole process was a lot smoother.
Good. It felt a little better. A little better. I'll get there.
Having the brakes.
Yeah, that helped with the rear brake. Took the chatter out.